YouTube, what's going on? If you're new here, my name's Roger. I own a company called QVO Tactical where we make holsters and gear and also film content for this channel. Today we have a review video for you on the Robinson Armament XCR-L pistol. For those of you who are not new here, you might remember back on my social media feed a couple months back, I posted a poll regarding picking up two different guns, one of them being the XCR. Well, I ended up getting both guns, and the first one I wanted to get the review going for was this XCR pistol from Robinson Armament. Alright, so before we dive into this video review, I want to talk about how I came across the XCR platform from Robinson Armament. I was actually looking at information on the Bushmaster ACR, and then I came across the XCR. And as I looked more into the platform, it just became more intriguing and it looked like something that I would really be interested in. Now, XCR stands for Exchangeable Caliber Rifle. I will get into the meaning behind that later on in this video. So much like the AK-47 platform, which we all know to be extremely reliable, the XCR has a piston-driven heavy-duty bolt, extractor, and ejector. It also features a non-reciprocating charging handle and an adjustable gas system similar to the FN-FAL. And lastly, it accepts components and accessories that can be used on an AR-15, such as grips and sights, which is pretty awesome considering there's pretty much an infinite amount available on the market. And now let's go back to the acronym XCR, which stands for Exchangeable Caliber Rifle. The XCRs come equipped with a quick change barrel system. This easily allows caliber conversion from 223.556 to 7.62x39 or even 300 blackout. All you have to do is simply back out a screw, change out the system, and then you're good to go. And now guys, as always, full disclosure, I reached out to Robinson Armament after checking out their social media feeds and their website, and they actually offered the pistol to me at a discounted price. I did pay for it with my own money, however, I did get a significant discount, so Robinson Armament, I appreciate that. Thank you guys. I requested the XCR-L pistol version, which comes with a 7.5-inch barrel chambered in .223 Wild. It also features an M-LOK rail system. The reason I went with this version is because the brace that they have equipped to it utilizes the Gearheadworks tail hook. To me, this setup is just the cleanest looking version of a brace on a pistol that I've seen. I really dig it. The aesthetic to me is awesome and it functions just as good as well. So in order to film the range portion of this review, I reached out to my buddy Tyler. You guys know him as Real to Film. He, along with my friend Annie, who was visiting in town, they came out to the range with me actually today to shoot this review. We ran about 750 rounds through the gun, and I am happy to report that we did not have one single malfunction with the XCR-L pistol.
Nice.
So if you guys end up picking up one of these XCRs from Robinson Armament, I definitely recommend you check out the instruction manual. It's super informative, and one of the things they talk about in the manual is the break-in period, which is typically 40 to 60 rounds. I have the Type 3 gas system on my XCR-L. With that being said, it is recommended that you set it to the highest position, which is 7, and run about 60 rounds through it as the break-in period. We did that, not one single hiccup, no issues, the gun was flawless. So after that initial break-in period, you can adjust the gas setting to your liking, which is going to be dependent on your ammunition or if you're running suppressed, which obviously we had to do. Alright, so if you pick one of these up, the XCR-L is going to ship to you with a standard AR-15A2 pistol grip and then their own compensator, I believe. I immediately switched that out to a BCM mod grip. You guys all know from my previous videos, that's pretty much the grip I run on all of my rifle platforms. Then I had to get their compensator off and put on a Surefire close time war comp because I had to be able to attach the SOCOM RC2 suppressor to get you guys that awesome suppressed footage. In addition to that, I threw on some rail scale handguards with their carved hand stop, a Surefire M300 Mini Scout, and the SR07 pressure pad to go with it. The gun will come equipped with their own backup sights, which are awesome, easy to use. And then lastly, I threw on an EOTech XPS3. Now, one thing I did have a little trouble with configuring was where to put the QD slots for my Lunar Concepts Contour padded sling. At first, I ended up taking off the carved hand stop and putting a QD mount there, like I do on another rifle that I have. There's just not a whole lot of space there with a 7.5-inch barrel. I definitely need to get those handguards on there, being a 7.5-inch barrel and shooting suppressed. I knew it was going to get hot. It did get really hot. We had to use a glove that we had with us from Verdicts in order to not burn our hand. our support hand on the rail. But yeah, I was having issues with figuring out where I could put this this other QD mount in the front and not having it interfere. I ended up going with the Picatinny rail mount for QD that Magpul makes, mounted it right in front of the EOTech. I really do wish that Robinson Armament would find a way to have their quick change barrel system, the screw that's used there, if they just made it a little larger and could incorporate a QD slot right there behind where the hand stop is. I think that would be a really cool design. It would definitely be much easier for me to use my sling setup and not have it interfere with the charging handle or with my hand placement or activating my pressure pad on my light, but not really a big deal. So before shooting all this footage, I did a 0 at 50 yards, which is a typical 0 that I use. I did it really quick and easy with the EOTech XPS3. I chose that optic because of the short platform that the XCR-L brings, being a 7.5 inch pistol. The EOTech just offers a large field of view, and I really dig the 65 MOA ring around the center MOA dot. So when we decided to shoot suppressed, I started adjusting the gas system. I went to the number 4 setting and found that that mitigated the gas blowback the best for me. For those of you who are familiar with shooting suppressed, you all know what I'm talking about. That gas in your face, which feels like you just cut an onion in the kitchen. Number 4 for me worked best with the ammunition I was shooting at the time. Like I said before, when you run it suppressed, adjusting the gas and fine tuning it is all going to be based on your suppressor, based on the ammunition you're shooting. For this video, we were shooting DRT 55 grain. It was a 1,000 round sale from Ventura Munitions. Our buddies here in Vegas, they were doing a sale for like 250 bucks for 1,000 rounds. So we ended up going with that for this video and ran through 750 rounds, unsuppressed and suppressed, no issues whatsoever. So like I said before guys, this is a piston driven system and it comes equipped with a folding brace. This is awesome because like an AK, you can shoot it folded. Why would you need to shoot it folded? Maybe you're in a confined area. Maybe you're sitting passenger seat in a vehicle and you need to engage a threat. This is something that you could easily do now in a confined area and not have to worry about getting the stock or brace out into the full position to engage the threat. You guys can see here, I was able to hit my target very easily, and then I quickly deployed the brace and got more points of contact on the weapon platform and just kept going. In addition to being a folding brace, the XCR brace is also adjustable. It comes with 2 sets of adjustments, and what I mean by this is that you can push in 2 pins and slide it back for a longer length of pull, and then you can hand tighten the knob and it'll lock it into place permanently. You don't have to, but it's nice to have that setting there. You're also going to get a cheek piece that will go up and down. It simply slides back out and has 2 different settings for if you want to get a higher cheek weld. And lastly, like I said, the use of the Gearhead Works tail hook. That to me is just the cleanest looking setup on a pistol. Yeah, I don't think you can beat it. One thing I definitely want to share about the XCR are the ambidextrous controls. I'm a huge fan of ambi controls on weapon platforms, and I think Robinson Armament just knocked it out of the park with this one. The mag release, super easy to reach on either side, whether you're righty or lefty. But in addition to that, the bolt catch and bolt release, it's awesome. Whether or not you're going to use your support hand or your dominant hand, you can easily accomplish a reload efficiently and quickly. If you're going to use on the right side control, you'll utilize your index finger, which is your trigger finger, to drop the bolt forward. Or if you're going to use your support hand, you'll use the thumb on your support hand. When you come up and insert the mag, it is just right there, easy to catch, boom, hit it, bolts forward. You can also just insert the magazine and drop your trigger finger down and the bolt goes home. Well thought out, well designed, good job, I dig it. Another really cool feature of the XCR is that the entire upper receiver piece is just one piece. It's like you're getting a full length monolithic free float type rail that is M-LOK compatible. Now with it being such a short system of 7.5 inches and running it suppressed, like I said before, it did heat up. However, being such a small platform and then throwing on the suppressor still keeps it under 16 inches, which is nice because even with a suppressor, it's not the full length of a regular carbine. The XCRs come equipped with a 2-stage trigger from Robinson Armament, which I ran really smooth. I was out there just pinging away at steel. Recoil was easy to mitigate. There wasn't much to it. Annie and Tyler both, they just had a blast shooting it, not one single issue with them either. All 3 of us can easily agree that it was definitely a fun day at the range. So that's it guys. I appreciate you checking out my review on the Robinson Armament XCR-L pistol. I definitely recommend you check them out. I know that you can pick them up in stock on Brownells. They will run you about $2,000. If you guys have shot these or have any questions about this video, please leave them down below. If you are new here, please consider subscribing as we post several videos throughout the week. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up down below. And always, I will see you guys in the next video.
Speeds and action.
Jesus. Oh, fuck. I could use my suppressor for all. Fuck yeah. The XCR brace is telescoping. Adjustable. I'm just gonna say adjustable. XCR, which stands for Excalibur. Fuck. Which stands for Excalibur. Oh my god. Suppressed. Oh, fuck. La 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 la. Man, the bloopers for this are gonna be fucking great.
Do caca poo poo.